1 minute till starts. 1 minute. Lanes 1, 2, 7 and 8 starts. 3, 4, 5, 6 continuous swimming. Start clearing lanes on. Start clearing 1, 2, 7, 8. Please start clearing 1, 2, 7, 8. All right, lads, if you have clear water in front of you, go and make sure you have clear water before you start. If you want to go now, go. Make sure there is clear water in front of you. Five minutes. 5 minutes. Three minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes, fellas. Last 2 minutes. Last minute, start finishing up, last minute. Need to clear the pool, 14:45. All right, start clearing the pool, please. Last 30 seconds. Okay, clear the pool, please, guys. That's it. Warm-up is over. Clear the pool. All right, warm up over. That's it, guys. Out you go. Thank you very much. No injuries. Successful warm up.
Well, welcome back to the Swim England South East Age Group Championships 2024. Session 4 is nearly upon us. It is the girls 50-metre breaststroke that will get us underway in session 4. We'll have the boys 400-metre individual medley, the girls 400-metre freestyle, and then the girls 50-metre breaststroke finals to conclude proceedings this weekend. Now, before we get session 4 underway, it is time to welcome and introduce your referees and starters this afternoon. So please put your hands together for your referees. Chris Hobbs, Susan Harrison, and George Adamson. And introducing your two starters, Lisa Grant and Hannah Webb. Thank you very much, officials. So just further reminders then that the swim path shop has now shut for the day, and any swimmers who require to warm down in the end of the pool underneath the scoreboard. So if you would like to have a warm down after your swim, you can use the pool at the end underneath the scoreboard. Please swim across the pool to avoid getting officials on the boom wet. So this is our fourth and final session of swimming this weekend here at the K2. We will start with the girls 11 to 14 50-metre breaststroke. There will be 12 heats of this, and we are nearly ready to go. Swimmers, if you are competing in any of the events, of course, throughout the course of this session, please make sure you're in the right place. You head to marshalling in good time, and we can get these heats and races underway quickly and promptly throughout the afternoon. Warm welcome to all our viewers on YouTube as well, if you're just joining us for session 4. We are moments away from the beginning of the girls' 11 to 40 50-metre breaststroke. And here we go, this is heat number 1. And this is heat 1 of 12 then this afternoon. We start with Holly Wardle in 1, followed by Jessica Churchill, Yasmin Amiri, Lucinda Smalik, Sharon, Sophie Kebbel, Evie Phillips and Humin Liu. So 12-year-olds all in this one. Setting the times then for the 11 to 12 years age group. Quickest on paper in the seed times, 41.89. Sharon in lane number 4. But going well is Sophie Keebel in lane 5, 40.18, setting the pace in the 50-metre breaststroke. Heat number 2. So 7 12-year-olds, 1 11-year-old in this one. 40.18 then set in our first heat of the afternoon. In this one we have Harley Beach, Holly Salter, Eloise Clark, Minnie Wilkinson, Chloe Cobb, Isabel Hartley, Esme Cawthorne, India Newton-Jones. India Newton-Jones, the only 11-year-old in this heat, and so far in the event. Going well is Esme Cawthorne, lane 7, Wilkinson in lane 4, going over in lane 2 is Holly Salter, 39.93. So under that 40-second mark. Heat number 3. And into heat number 3 we go then, under that 40 seconds in that previous heat. This is a heat full of 12-year-olds in this one, so the time to beat 39.93 set by Holly Salter. We have Emily King, Vivian Peel, Dixie Sue Holford, Isabella Bater, Isla Rennie, Sophie Wallacott, Molly McGinley, Aurelia Sheridan. And close as I look across the pool, nothing really to separate the swimmers. We might need to go to the scoreboard for this one, but looking good on the outside lane is Sheridan in lane 8. Is she just going to get there, or is it going to be Bater in lane number 4? It is Isabella, 39.59. So just a little bit quicker, 0.3 of a second quicker than the previous heat. Heat number 4. Heat number 4, 3 12-year-olds, 5 13-year-olds, Natalie Buckley in 1, followed by Francesca Johnson, Holly Calvert, Elsie Huxtable, Ella Ramsey, Catherine Elliott, Summer Sharita and Emily Fairhurst. So 39.59, Isabella Bates setting that one in the previous heat. 7, Summer Sharita going well. 12-year-old trying to beat that 39.59 time. Just keeping tabs on Holly Calvert in the 13 years age group. Holly Calvert comes in 38.32, setting the pace in the 13 years age group. Summer Sharita 38.35, quickest in the 11 to 12. Heat number 5. Lancaster in 1, followed by Amelia Webb, Evelyn Hompton, Darcy Perez, Elsie, Jacqueline Lane, Sonia Yang, Clara Cooper, Julia Cusack, all in this one. So we have 3 12-year-olds, 5 13-year-olds, so 38.35 time in the 11 to 12 years, 38.32 in the 13 years age group. And as I cast my eye over towards Elsie Jacqueline Lane, the swimmer from Amersham, she is motoring in this final 25 metres, and the time for her is 37.23. So under that 38-second mark for Jacqueline. Heat number 6. So into heat 6 we go then. Just the 1 12-year-old in this one. So we have Kelly and G in 1, Charlotte Richmond, Isabel Savage, Molly Calf, Millicent Bryan, Ellie Buchanan, Billy Pollock and Amelia Fisher. So Ellie Buchanan, 13-year-old, looking good. Also over on that far side, lane 2, 37.75. For Richmond, so for Maxwell. Heat 7. Heat 7 underway, and we have 2 14-year-olds in this one. So the pool's made of Liberty Earthrow, Lola Bornier, Lauren Ward, Mae Davis, Amelia Gullion, Edith Swandwell, Sarah Suskrek, and Kiera Olney. So Lauren Ward, Mae Davis, the 2 14-year-olds in this one, setting the time in the 14 age group. 37.23 time to beat in the 13 years age category. Looking towards Edith Swandell, 13-year-old from Havant and Waterloo, just edging ahead of the rest of the pool. Right, the time's come up for Lauren Ward, 37.68. That was a close one. Heat number 8. Up and running then in heat number 8, 7 14-year-olds, 1 13-year-old in this one. Ava Keeper, Rosie Levison, Tabitha Herman, Cian Young, Jessica Boyle, Katie Umfo, Lexi May Roach and Evelyn Galbraith. Galbraith, the only 13-year-old on the outside lane in lane number 8. 37.23, time to try and beat for the 13 years category. 37.68 time to beat, set by Lauren Ward in the previous heats. Closing stages then in heat number 8. Who's going to get there outside lane? It is Galbraith who gets there quickest, 36.82. Heat 9. Heat number 9, Daisy Hibbert, Rosie Hollins, Matilda Hannah, Samantha Bethel, Amelia Ashton, Olivia Cooley, Isabel Sherman, Bonnie White. Hollins and Hannah, lanes 2 and 3, the only 13-year-olds in this one. So time to beat 14 mark, year's age, 36.89. 36.82 for the 13-year-olds. So just keeping an eye over Hollins and Hannah. They're in the mix in lanes 2 and 3, but your leader looks like it's coming from either 6 or 8, which is Cooley or White, and it is Olivia Cooley, 36.28. 0.1 of a second ahead of Bonnie White in lane 8. Heat number 10. Heat number 10 then. Time's getting quicker and quicker, 36.28, quickest time so far in the event. Real mixture of ages in this one. Holly McDonald, Eden Arnold, Isla Ross, Larry Williams, Lisa Ross, Maddie Markle, Ivy Manning, Eloise Gray. Maddie Markle, 12 years of age in lane 6, Holly McDonald, 13. The rest are all 14 years of age. 11 to 12 time to beat is 38.35. We're going to the pool out of Ross, ahead of the rest of the pack. 14-year-old from Herne Bay, 35.04 for Isla Ross. And that is a quick time. Heat 11. Heat 11, Savannah Simpson-Jones in 1, followed by Ruby Barker, Lucy Wheeler, Jessica Evans, Florence Llewellyn, Lola Barrett, Ruby Taylor, Heidi Cox, all in the ball for our penultimate heat. And almost stroke for stroke, Jessica Evans and Florence Llewellyn, lanes 4 and 5. Llewellyn looks like she's just tipping ahead, 34.88, under that 35-second mark ahead of Jessica Evans. Heat number 12. Into heat number 12 we go then. Final heat of this event. Harris Fairhurst, Anna Belisi, Molly Belisi-Evans, Gisela Solano, Olivia Quilla, Ayla Coletta, Zoe Tollett, Charlotte Burfitt, all in this one. And we have a disqualification from this event, event 251, heat number 7, lane 1. So back to the action in the pool. Solano going along well, lane number 4. She's going to come in with a time of 34.19. That is the quickest in this event, the quickest certainly in the 14 years age category. 34.19. Next up, it's the boys 11 to 14, 400 metre individual medley. This is heat 1. So heat 1 of 9 in the boys 11 to 14 years, 400 metre IM. So just the 3 swimmers in heat 1. Rowan Kearney from Wickham District is in lane 3. Arlo Wilson from Havant and Waterlooville is in lane 4. Seth Hamilton from Leatherhead is in lane number 5. 6:22.13, Arlo Wilson, quickest seat time out of the lot. First 50, 36.34 for Seth Hamilton, who is your leader after the opening 50. Just a reminder, this is heat 1 of 9 of this event. It's our second event of the session. So as the swimmers move into the backstroke discipline of this IM, it is Seth Hamilton who leads the way with Rowan Kearney just in second, Arlo Wilson in third. 6:22.13 then for Wilson. In the seed time, 6:23.26 for Hamilton, 6:26.09 for Rowan Kearney coming into this event. So approaching the halfway point, 2:49.51. Rowan Kearney, who is leading the way, moving into the breaststroke. Seth Hamilton currently in second, 2:53.76. So it could take about 4 seconds. Arlo Wilson, 3:03. So 3:47, Rowan Kearney with Seth Hamilton 3:45. So still going to take about 2 seconds there between the pair. All these swimmers are 12 years of age in this first heat. And into the freestyle we go then. Seth Hamilton, first to turn into the freestyle, followed by Arlo Wilson, good 50 metres for him. And then Rowan Kearney with 4:44.73 as all three swimmers now into the final discipline. Final 50, Seth Hamilton, 5:19.61. A seat time of 6:23.26. Wilson currently second, Rowan Kearney currently in third. So here we go, the final 25 for Hamilton in lane number 5. So here we go, they confirm results, and 6 minutes is Seth Hamilton, 5:58. 6:02 for Arlo Wilson, and Kearney coming in 6:08.01. That wraps up heat 1. Heat number 2. Before we introduce the swimmers for heat number 2, I have the finalists for the girls' 50-metre breaststroke. We'll start with the 11 to 12 years final. In the 8 we have Maddie Markle, Nina Coletta, Millicent Bryan, Sova Sharita, Amelia Webb, Elsie Huxtable, Isabella Beta and Emily King. 4 reserves are Holly Salter, Dixie Sue Holford, Aurelia Sheridan and Isla Rennie. Now for the girls 13-year-olds, we have Jessica Evans, Olivia Quiller, Lily Taylor, Holly McDonald, Evelyn Galbraith, Matilda Hannam, Isabella Sherman and Elsie Jacqueline Lane. The 4 in reserve are Savannah Simpson-Jones, Lola Borner, Charlotte Richmond and Edith Swandle. 14-year-olds final, we have Gisela Solano, Florence Llewellyn, Isla Ross, Ruby Barker, Zoe Tollett, Chloe Williams, Lucy Wheeler, Charlotte Burfitts. The 4 reserves, Molly Gary Evans, Leah Rose, Olivia Cooley, and Eloise Gray. Now, coaches, swimmers, you have 10 minutes to withdraw from any of those finals. So coaches, you have 10 minutes to withdraw any swimmers from those finals. So this is heat number 2, and the lead from Guildford City is in 1, Bertie Woodward from Beacons in 3, Guildford City's Rory McDonald in 4, Helsham's James French is in 5, Rocco Palin from Dartford is in 6, Aaron de Blacey is from Reading is in 7, Charlie Goddard from Guildford City is in 8. To a 3.47, Rory McDonald. Currently your leader, give or take about 5 seconds behind, is Aaron Demaiosis in lane 7. And moving into the breaststroke, 2:46.54, Rory McDonald. And Aaron Demaiosis in lane 7, James French currently in 3rd, Bertie Woodward in 4th as it currently stands in heat number 2. So exactly 6 seconds separating McDonald in 4. Demaiosis in lane 7. So into the freestyle we go. Final discipline then for the swimmers. McDonald still with that lead. Tobias in 2nd spot with Woodward in 3rd. This is always the time in the individual medley where things just start to hot up. The pressure just ramps up a little bit more. So can McDonald finish the job off? Final 50 metres then from Rory McDonald, 5:10.71. Tobias 5:14.88. So just over 4 seconds separating those two into the final 50 metres. Can McDonald just keep up with the pace? Bertie Woodward currently in 3rd and is looking good for it. The chasing pack is Rocco Palin in 6, James French in 5. Let's go back to your leader though, Rory McDonald, who is leading the charge. Demaiosis is still with work to do, but it's going to be McDonald who is going to come in to be the quickest time in heat number 2 with a time of 5:49.23. 5:49.23 for McDonald. Bayer's coming in 5:52.5. Bertie Woodward under that 6-minute mark of 5:58.76. Heat number 3. So into heat number 3 we go then. In lane 1 from Hazelmere Swimming Club we have Rupert Knox. Maidenhead's Harry Burfitt's in 2. Also from Hazelmere in lane 3 is Henry Harkman. Ocean Yao from Royal Tunbridge Wells in 4. Maxim Smith from Winchester City in 5. Jack Tyndall from Bicester is in 6. Theo Lofts from Maidenhead is in 7. In lane 8 Basingstoke's Lachlan Humphreys. 36.46, good start from Maxim Smith. Manchester City Penguin swimmer, just the 111-year-old in this heat. That is Harry Burfitt in lane 2 from Maidenhead. So 5:49.23, the time to try and beat coming into heat 3. And this is in the 11 to 12 years age group. So Henry Harkman, 2:02.4, ahead of Ocean Yao, who's in lane number 4 in a backstroke discipline, of course. 5:49.23 is that time to beat. That was from Rory McDonald in the previous heat. So close at the moment between Harkman and Yao in lanes 3 and 4. Maxim Smith just currently in 3rd, is he? No, looking more likely it's Theo Lofts in lane 7. So Henry Harkman, 2:44.79, 2:45.39. So give or take about 0.6 of a second there between Harkman and Yao in lanes 3 and 4. Theo Lofts currently in 3rd spot in lane number 7. So all those swimmers in the top 3 are all 12 years of age. So disqualification to bring you from event number 252, that is this event. It was from heat number 2, lane 5. Heat 2, lane 5, event 252, disqualification. So almost stroke for stroke as I look across towards lanes 3 and 4. Henry Harkman in 3, Ocean Yao in lane 4. And just touching at the same time there on the pads as so it's 6:81. The seed times Harkman. Ocean Yao, 5:59.59. Now from my eyes, they've just come up towards the turn. It was Yao who's ahead, and he certainly is just under a 1/10 of a second, 900th of a second, separating those two, and into the freestyle we go. Maxim Smith currently in 3rd. Now can Theo Lofts, who's in 4th, can he enter into the top 3 frame? So there was 900ths of a second separating Harkman and Yao at that last turn to the change of discipline. What have we got now? 5:02.12, 5:02.34, so just over 2/10 of a second this time. But there's a glance back over to them as they approach the final turn. It looks closer than that. Currently we have Theo Lofts, who is in third spot. Those two turn though are leading to Harkman in 3, Yao in 4. And it looks like Harkman has just come out of that turn a little bit better. He's almost half a body's length ahead now of Yao coming into the closing stages. And in comes Harkman, 5:38.3, quickest time in the 11 to 12 years age group so far, with Hoshin Yao coming in 5:39.51, 5:42.41 for Theo Lofts in lane number 7. Heat number 4. So heat number 4, Daniel Stevens in lane 1 from Basingstoke Bluefins, followed by Odin Young from Epsom District in 2. Zach Ratnapala from Maidenhead is in 3. Romeo Ball from Maidstone in 4. Mitchell Rolls from City of Southampton in 5. William Brown from Guildford City in 6. Riley Wood from Hastings Seagull in 7. Mason and Mary from Whitney District is in lane number 8. So we have a couple of 13-year-olds now in this one. Mason and Mary, William Brown, Mitchell Rolls, Jack Rapapala, Odin Young and Daniel Stevens, all 13 years of age. One of those guys will set the pace for the 13 years age group. The current leader so far in the heats is Mitchell Rolls. And he's going at 116.26, 117 behind him. So just keeping an eye out then for the times of Romeo Ball and Riley Wood. They're aiming to try and beat the time of 5:38.3 that was sent by Henry Harkman in our previous heat. That's in the 11 to 12 years age group. On 59.42, Odin Leong is leading the way, with Daniel Stevens on the outside lane currently in second, which rolls in third. So into the breaststroke we go then. Odin Young still with that lead over Daniel Stevens. So those front two on the far side of the pool in lanes 1 and 2. Young in 2, Stevens in lane number 1. So just once again, another reminder, 5:38.3. Quickest time so far in the event and the time set in the 11 to 12 years age group. So just keeping tabs on Romeo Ball and Riley Wood. And this has been a good 50 metres for Mitchell Rolls in lane 5. Really putting the pressure on, and he is in front, 3:29.26. Just under 0.3 of a second ahead of Odin Young, out in lane number 2. So that was good work from Mitchell Rolls. Can he build up a good lead ahead of moving into the freestyle? Brilliant 50 this for Mitchell Rolls with City of Southampton. 13.26. He has roughly a 3-second advantage moving into the freestyle. William Brown in second, Romeo Ball in third. The last 100 metres then for the swimmers. Mitchell Rolls had a 3-second lead on that previous turn into the freestyle. What is he going to have for the final 50? Mitchell Rolls in lane 5. William Brown's going to be in 6th. This will be interesting to look at this. 4:52.43, 54.39. So yet again, just under 2 seconds separating those two. With Romeo Ball currently in third. So Mitchell Rolls and William Brown, both 13 years of age. Romeo Ball is 12 years of age. He's chasing that 5:38.3 time that was set in the previous heat. Henry Harkman. Now let's go back to your leader, Mitchell Rolls then. 5:49.9 was his seed time. He's going to obliterate that and come in at 5:27.7. Brilliant 50 metres there from Mitchell Rolls. 5:27.7. Romeo Ball coming in 5:33. Heat number 5. So into heat number 5 we go. Oliver Hall from Basingstoke Bluefins is in lead 1. Takara Asagawa York from Woking in 2. Richard Elijah from Windsor in 3. Thomas Knoll from Farnham in 4. George Beardsmore from Black Lion is in 5. Alistair Rogers from Portsmouth North Seas in 6. Barnaby Watson from Tigers Jersey in 7. Satoshi Aggie from Vale is in 8. So Alistair Rogers, the only 12-year-old in this one. The rest of the pool made up of 13-year-old swimmers. 5:27.7 time to beat for the 13 years. 5:33.8 the time to beat for the 12 years age group. On 13.19 after the butterfly. Just over 0.4 of a second is Richard Elijah ahead of Thomas Knoll in lane number 4. Change of leader then. Sagawa York, 156.53 ahead of Thomas Knoll. Richard Elijah in third. Satoshi Baggy in lane number 8 with a brilliant 50 there as they move into the breaststroke. Getting off to a flying start and change of discipline over in lane 2. Sagawa York, swimmer from Woking. So DQ to bring you from event number 252, heat number 3, lane 2. That is heat number 3, lane number 2, event 252. So exactly a second separating Sagawa York in lane 2, Satoshi Baggy in lane number 8. That lead narrow, will it increase? As the swimmers will move into the freestyle, final discipline of the IM. This is heat 5 of 9. About 1.5 seconds then separating Baggy in lane 8, Sagawa York in lane 2 on that occasion. Moving into the freestyle now. Just a reminder that these two guys chasing that time of 5:27.7. That was set by Mitchell Rolls. It's the quickest time so far in the event, and also in that 13 years age group. We will just try and keep tabs best we can on Alistair Rogers, who's in lane 6. He's chasing a 5:33.8 time. That make him the quickest in the 11 to 12 years age group. So Baggy and Hisagawa are your two leaders, but the third place is up for grabs. So there's about 600 other second separating Elijah in 3, Knoll in lane 4. Here comes Satoshi Baggy in lane number 8, 5:23.23. New quick time in this event and in the age group. That concludes heat number 5. Heat number 6. Off we go then in heat number 6. Cooper Robertson, Mojijol Barracuda in 1. Jago from Wickham District is in 2. Daniel Lawrence from Staines is in 3. Jack Militis from Tigers is in 4. Joshua Hutchinson from Woking in 5. In 6, it's Mason's Harrison Wilkins. In lane 7, we have Theodore Sangmanedi from Maidenhead. And in lane 8, Woking Alexander Song. So we have a couple of swimmers 14 years of age. Sangamihiri in lane 7, and also in lane 2, Harry Jago, who are our two 14-year-olds. It is Sangamihiri who leads the way, 110.33. Youngest in the pool in this one, Daniel Lawrence. He'll be aiming to try and get under that 5:33.8 time. The rest of the swimmers, all 13 years of age, 5:23.22 is the time to try and beat that. Sorry, 23.23 is the time to beat. So Wilkins now has taken pole position, with Militis currently in second. Just under 0.4 of a second separating those two. Another change. Jack Militis now leads. He's under 2:30 there, 2:29.97 into the breaststroke, 2:30.36. So give or take 0.4 of a second there between the two. But Militis leads ahead of Wilkins in lane number 6. These two just keep changing pole position. It's now Wilkins who's in charge here, 17.36. So roughly 0.6 of a second now between the pair, Wilkins and Militis. We're into the freestyle discipline of this individual medley. And it's been Wilkins and Militis for the past couple of minutes battling out in the top two, 44.39.5, 441.09, so just over a second and a half between those two. Come then. Every bit of ounce of energy given into this one, into the final few strokes for the pair. And it's looking good for Wilkins, who comes in 5:11.46. That's 0.7 of a second behind was Jack Militis, 5:12.29. Our new quickest time so far in the event, quickest time in the 13 years age group as well. That is 4:11.46. Heat number 7. So into heat 7 in lane 1, Franciscus Balsis from Guildford City. Lane 2, Beaushore Barracudas, Zachary Maiden. Lane 3, Ilana Tiendala from Maidstone. White Oaks, Charlie Braid is in 4. Portsmouth Naughties, Seb Stephenson is in 6. Michael Gannon from City of Oxford in 6. Oliver Berry from Basingstoke Bluefins in 7. Samuel Can from Guernsey is in lane 8. So 4/10 of a second between Stevenson in 5, Braid in 4, so nothing really to separate those two in the centre lane. Still on the backstroke discipline of this heat. Heat 7. Just over 9/10 of a second now between those leading two. Charlie Braid in 4, Seb Stevenson in lane 5. Three 11.65 through 12.92. And that just start to creep his way, push his way towards that top 2 in this heat. So 5:23.23 time to try and beat. Apologise, 5:11.46 is the time to try and beat, certainly in a 13 years age group. Overall as well in the event. Into the freestyle we go. This is where it really hots up. Under 4 minutes though there for Charlie and Zeb in lanes 4 and 5. So here we go then, final 50 metres. About 8/10 of a second between them there. And Charlie Braid just hold on to his advantage. Stevenson trying to push him all the way. Charlie turns first, Seb second. It looks like Charlie Braid's going to get this one. And with the quickest time so far in the event, 5:07.87. Charlie Braid, and he is the quickest time in the 13 years age group as well. Heat 8. So this is our penultimate heat of the 400 metre IM. All the swimmers in this one, 14 years of age. Rohan Bissett from Royal Tunbridge Wells in 1. Ryan Turner from Woking in 2. Remy Mowbray from Amersham in 3. William West from Thanet Swim Club in 4. Portsmouth North Sea's Jack Stoneman in 5. City of Oxford's Finley Morgan in 6. Noah Dodd from Black Lion in 7. Ethan Andrews, Basingstoke Bluefins in number 8. So the time they are targeting 5:11.69, set by Zeb Stevenson in our previous heat on Portsmouth North Sea. They are aiming to try and beat that time in the 14 years age category. Making a good start. Ryan Turner over in lane number 2. Ryan Turner from Woking, 5:24.75. Seat time coming into this one. .221.97, good lead this for Ryan Turner. 228.36, his nearest challenger, while William West. Ryan Turner's built to a good lead here in the heat, of course, once again, aiming for that 5:11.69 time. That is the time to try and beat in his age category. All the swimmers, of course, once again, are 14 years of age in this penultimate heat of the 400 metre IM. Well, this has been a really good 50 metres from William West. And Thanet Swimming Club really has closed that gap. Just over 0.2 of a second, and in fact, it was about 8 seconds 50 metres ago, so that's been a great 50 for William West. And in fact, I think he's just starting to edge ahead here. Is William West from Thanet Swim Club. 5:22.14 is the quickest of the seat times in this heat. Into the freestyle we go, 3:51.13, so over 4.5 seconds separating West and Turner. Moving into the freestyle, so work to do here for Ryan Turner over in lane number 2. They are your leading pair at the moment, William West and Ryan Turner. West out in front, work to do here for them for Turner to close that gap. Once again, 5:11.69, the magic number for Turner and West to try and aim for, but with just 50 metres to go. West 4:27.79. So it's 2.5 seconds. Certainly under that 2.5 seconds between them. At the moment, that's a good 25 metres that from Ryan Turner, putting the pressure on William West. Can he hold off, fend off Turner in the home straight? Here comes William West and Thanet Swimming Club. As we approach the 5-minute mark, in fact we've just ticked over it, final few strokes. West comes in 5:02.24. They're a second behind Ryan Turner, but that is your new best time in the event. And the quickest time in the 14 years age category. Heat 9. So the 9th and final heat of these time finals, boys 400 metre IM. And we have Sebastian Newman-Baroness from Maxwell in 1, Benjamin McDougall from Wickham in 2, Leon Ginther from Portsmouth North Sea in 3, Makai Yakno from Portsmouth North Sea in 4, Frederick Brown from Guildford City in 5, Guildford City's Charlie Carpenter in 6, Windsor's Thomas Williams in 7, Oscar Earthwell. Lancing College is in lane 8. In fact, Oscar in lane 8 is our only 13-year-old, so he is chasing a 5:07.87 time to try and be the quickest in his age group. So disqualification to bring you from event 252. That was heat number 7, lane 1. DQ, event number 252. That is this event currently going on. Heat number 7, lane 1. So a reminder, in the 14 years age group, 5:02.24. That was set by William West in our previous heat. That's the time to beat. And 4:52.05 seed time. Makai Yakno will do the trick. If he can replicate anything like that, he will be the quickest in this event and in his age group. And he is your leader, 1:42.66. Over a second behind. Benjamin McDougall over in lane number 2, the swimmer from Wickham District. Yakno 2:58.5 under that 3-minute mark. His final 50 metres of breaststroke before he moves into the freestyle. Time to beat for him, 5:02.24 to try and claim the quickest spot in the event and in his age group. Just keeping tabs on Oscar Earthwell as well, 5:07.87. That's the time on his mind to try and beat. Three minutes, 40 seconds, 0.34 for Makai Yakno. So Here we go in lane number 4, 4:43.59. That is the quickest time in this event, 4:43.59. Set by Yakno, and then Benjamin McDougall coming in 4:49.12, 4:51 for Brown in lane number 5. Oscar Earthrout in lane number 8. He is the quickest in the 13 years age group as well. Oscar Earthrout in lane 8. And that concludes 400 meter IM.
Clear the pool to the side, please, swimmers. Clear the pool.
We now move on to the girls 11 to 14 years, 400 meter freestyle, heat 1.
Take your marks.
So this is heat 1 of 9 in the girls 11 to 14 years, 400 metre freestyle. Darcy Williams from Windsor in 1, Sophia Simonas from Elmbridge Phoenix in 2, Grace Wittich from Amersham in 3, Lucinda Spalek-Puchashano from Maidstone in 4, Mia Litley from Maidenhead in 5, Sophia Robinson from Tiger Swimming Club Jersey in 6, and Sophie Stewart from Havant and Waterlooville in 8. So DQ to bring you from event number 252, disqualification in heat number 8, lane 6. So that was event number 252, heat number 8, lane number 6. So Mia Litley going along nicely in lane number 5. All these swimmers are 12 years of age, so they will be setting the times in this age group. At the moment it's Mia Litley who's out in front. Grace Wittich, I believe, over in lane 3. Looks like she's just in second spot ahead of Spalek-Puchashano in lane 4. 2:28.92 from Mia Litley in lane 5 ahead of Grace Wittich. So 7/10 of a second between those two. Change at the top, it has changed. Grace Wittich, 3:07.51, 7/10 of a second behind is Mia Litley. So those two have just changed positions at the top of heat number 1. 146.11. Put your on in second now. 10th of a second behind is Medley. So those three swimmers leading the charge now. Each with this turn. 25 metres left to go. So final 50 for Grace Whittage, 4:24.2. Just slightly jumped the gun there a bit on that heat. And Grace Whittage is into that final 50. So the 12-year-old from Amersham leading the race. Butcher in second, lane 4. Mia Litley currently in third, but just keep tabs over on that far side. Lanes 1 and 2. Darcy Williams in 1. Sophia Simonis in lanes number 2. But going back to Grace Whittage, who is leading the race. She will set the time in the 12 years age group. And comes in 5 minutes on the button, 0.22 for Grace. Type British Shell on 5:03.35. And a brilliant 50 there from Simonis, 5:08.55. Heat 2. So Maisie Durrant is in lane 1 from Shiverers, lane 2, Wantage White Horses from Minnie Wilkinson in lane 2, Ruby McGregor from Basingstoke Bluefins in 3, Erin Davey from Sevenoaks in 4, Rosie Hollands from Eastern Victor XL in 5, Julia Stolsiak from Tigers Jersey in 6, Althea Sage from Wickham District in 7, Ella Redfern from Wickham District in 8. Two swimmers 13 years of age, Erin Davey in 4, Rosie Hollands in 5. Ruby McGregor leading the charge with Wilkinson currently in second, 146.9. McGregor, then Wilkinson 2:24.75, so just over a second separating those two. Currently in heat number 2. So we've got the two 13-year-olds, Erin Davey and Rosie Hollands, lanes 4 and 5, who are always setting the time for the 13 years age group. The rest of the pool trying to get past that 5 minutes, 0.22 time set by Grace Whittage in our first heat of the event. Disqualification to bring you from event number 252. That was the previous event. It is heat number 9, lane number 3. So heat number 9, lane number 3, event 252. Well, a real race on here in lanes 3 and 4. Reed McGregor, Erin Davey also just keeping tabs on Julia Strelsiak in lane number 6. It's looking likely for Erin Davey. 4:53.45 ahead of Ruby McGregor. Julia Strelsiak coming in 3rd spot. So Erin Davey steadying the tide in the 13 years age group. 4:53.45. Heat number 3.
Take your marks.
So 4:53.98 the time to beat in the 11 to 12 years age group. 4:53.45 in the 13 years age group as we turn our attention to heat number 3. And we have a mixture of 13 and 12-year-olds in this one. Olivia Atkinson from Winchester City Penguins is in 1. Molly McGinley from Wickham District in 2. Cara McCavish from Guildford City in 3, Clara Moran from Basingstoke Bluefins in 4, Amelia Heap from Wickham District in 5, Poppy Morris from City of Milton Keynes in 6, Isabel May from Maidstone in 7, Clara Cooper from Wickham in 8. Great start on the outside lane by Clara Cooper, only time in that 1:10 mark, 1:10.66 for Cooper in the outside lane, lane number 8. She's in the 13 years age group. So Clara Cooper going really well in lane number 8 from Wickham District. She the early lead, 3:03.47. So she is about 7/10 second ahead of Clara Moran in lane number 4. But Clara with a really good 25 metres here. Trying to close the gap on Cooper. So Clara Moran, I should say, in lane 4 going well. There's the gap on Clara Cooper. 13 Claras leading the way so far in heat number 3. Three-tenths of a second now separating Clara Cooper and Clara Moran. Just a reminder, in the 13 years age group, 4:53.45 is the time to try and beat. In the 11 to 12 years, 4:53.98 is what you're aiming for. So that's for Molly McGinley and for Amelia Heap to try and shout for 4:53.98. So Clara Moran now is overtaking Cooper on the outside lane. By about 1/10 of a second. And in comes Clara Moran, 4:54.11, 4:57.4. So a good quick time from Clara Moran in lane number 4. Heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Okay, we have a correction to bring you. This is a change in disqualification. So from event 252, heat 8, we are reinstating lane 5 and disqualifying lane 6. So event 252, heat 8, reinstating lane 5, disqualifying lane 6. So into heat number 4, Ella Coletta in lane 1 from Guildford City, lane 2, Matilda Hannam from Newport Pagnell, lane 3, Olivia Hagberg from Guildford City, lane 4 from Woking is Abby Whittaker, lane 5, Nell Michelle from Crawley, lane 6, Guildford City's Maddie Markle, lane 7 from Guildford City is Zara North, and in lane 8, Havant and Waterlooville's Sophie Painter Hart. Good start in lane 6 then for Maddie Markle, Guildford City swimmer, 12 years of age. 2:59.69. Maddie Markle ahead of Nell Rochelle, 3 minutes, 0.25. So our leading two then, Maddie Markle in 6, now Rochelle in lane 5. Almost stroke for stroke, these two. They've been switching places all the way through this heat. Rochelle is 13 years of age, with Markle 12 years of age. And in comes Maddie Markle, 4:48.61, just over 3/10 of a second behind Nell Rochelle, and then Painter Hart coming into the top 3 in heat number 4. Heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Into heat number 5 we go. Real mixture of ages involved in this one. Cara Olney from Atlantis in 1, Rose Lewin from Wickham District in 2, Lexi May Roach from Lancing College in 3, Choi from Reading is in 4, Royal Tunbridge as well as Julia Elvidge is in 5, and Grant from Tigers Jersey in 6, Nancy Butler from Maidstone is in 7, Summer Chalita from Wickham District is in lane 8. So for the 11 to 12-year-olds, 4:48.61 is the time to try and beat. For the 13-year-olds, 4:48.94 is the target to aim for. With Rose Lewin and Lexi May Roach will be setting the times for the 14-year-olds in this one, in heat 5. So we'll try and keep tabs on a lot of different times in this one. So it's our two 14-year-olds who lead the way. Rose Lewin, 1:42.03. 7/10 of a second behind is Lexi May Roach, who is in lane number 3. So the two 14-year-olds leading the charge at the moment. And we have confirmation on medals for the boys 400-metre individual medley. We'll start with the boys 11 to 12. So it was bronze for Henry Harkman, silver Romeo Ball, and gold for Daniel Lawrence. 13-year-olds, it was bronze for Harrison Wilkins, silver for Charlie Braid, and the gold goes to Oscar Earthral. And finally, in the 14-year-olds, it was bronze for Frederick Brown, silver Benjamin McDougall, and the gold for Makar Yakinau. Back to the pool then, and it's still those two 14-year-olds, Rose Lewin, Lexi May Roach, who are our leading two. And 700ths of a second separate our leading pair, Roach and Lewin, 3 and 2. So those, one of those two will be setting the time for the 14-year-old age group in this 400-meter freestyle. So behind that front two, towards Julia Elvidge in lane number 5. So she is 13 years of age. Time there to beat 4:48.94. So slightly, and I only mean slightly, it's just extended there, just under 2/10 of a second between our leading two. Still could all change as we ever closer to the 4-minute mark in heat number 5. It's still currently Lewin, who is just ahead of Roach in lane number 3. Third place is still Julia Elridge, 13-year-old. At the moment leading that charge for third place in the heat. So just under 5/10 of a second, half a second between Lewin and Roach. In the final 25 metres, big sprint then on for the pair. Lewin is still leading the way, about a 4 bodies length ahead of Roach, just keeping tabs with Elvidge. Grant coming through nicely in 6, and Butler in lane 7. Back to our leader though, Rose Lewin coming in 4:42.3, 4:43.45 for Roach, 4:46.27 for Elvidge. So setting the time in the 14 years age group is Rose Lewin, 4:42. Heat number 6. So new quickest time in the 13 years age group, Julia Elvidge, 4:46.27. Jessica Butler leads this one in heat number 6, and introducing the rest of the pool. Amy Langer from Atlantis is in 1, Matilda Biggs from City of Southampton in 2. Lane 3, Matilda Boyce is from Blacknell and Bracknell Wokingham. Lane 4, Jessica Butler from Guildford City. Clear Zafari from Mid-Sussex Marlins at 5. Ella Green from Whitney and District at 6. Saskia Spencer from Crawley at 7. And Ellie McLeod from Woking in lane at number 8. Well, at the moment it looks like our leader's coming from the outside lane currently. Ellie McLeod, 105.47. So roughly 800ths of a second between McLeod in 8. Butler in 4. Three 13-year-olds in this one, Amy Langer, Matilda Boyce and Ellie McLeod. So in the 13 years age group, 4:46.27, the time to try and beat. That was set by Julia Elvidge in our previous heat. And the lead remains for Ellie McLeod. She is one of our 13-year-olds in this one. The rest of the swimmers in this one, 14 years of age, 4:42.3. That's the time set by Rose Lewin in heat number 5. Still with Ellie McLeod on the outside lane, 2:16.07. Just under 0.8 of a second behind. It's Jessica Butler. So Ellie McLeod going really nicely in lane number 8 from Woking, and the outside lane as well, going very well, ahead of Jessica Butler, 3:27.44, over a second between the pair now. Matilda Biggs currently in 3rd, over in lane number 2. So 13-year-old Ellie McLeod aiming to try and get past that 4:46 time. 4:46.27. Now currently Jessica Butler just trying to close the gap as best they can. Final 50 then for the pair. Here's McLeod to turn first into that final 50. It'll take 0.9 of a second between the two. Jessica Butler in 2nd. Bit of space behind for Matilda Biggs to try and catch up, but can Jessica Butler just turn on the afterburners in this final 25. Ellie McLeod has been brilliant so far, the 13-year-old on the outside lane, and she will surely be on course to try to beat the best time. And in we come then. Ellie McLeod comes in 4:37.10. Work from Ellie McLeod on the outside lane, 4:37.10, new quickest time in the 13 years age group. Jessica Butler, 4:37.36, and that is the quickest time in the 14 years age group. Heat number 7. Heat number 7 underway. Sienna West from Wickham District in 1. Mariella Duncane from Thanet Swim Club is in 2. Summer Martin from Wickham District in 3. Freya Berry from Basingstoke in 4. Esme Driscoll from Amersham in 5. Tyler J. Thomas from Medway Maritimes in 6. Molly Burton from East Grinstead in 7. Rosie Levson, City of Oxford, is in 8. So we have Tyler J. Thomas, 12 years of age, Sienna West, 13, and the rest are all 14 years of age. So Tyler J. Thomas aiming to get past that 4:48.61 time. As for Sienna West, 4:37.10, that was set by Ellie McLeod, of course, in our previous heat. But 14 years age group, 4:37.36, that was by Jessica Butler. So lots of times, lots of permutations in heat number 7. Try our best to keep track of all those swimmers with their times. So Molly Burton, 140.82. Just under a second behind. Oh yeah, Duquesne. So Molly Burton still with that lead. The East Grinstead swimmer, 14 years of age. I've got it that Mirella Duquesne still has second spot. Although budding pressure is the 12-year-old Tyler J. Thomas in lane number 6. Of course, Tyler J. Thomas going for a slightly, of course, different time. Of course, with her age bracket, but still want to try and get the quickest time in the heats for sure. Right, final 50 then for Molly Burton, 4:03.54 for 37.36, the time to try and beat. Mirella Duquesne currently in second spot in the heat, Tyler J. Thomas in third. Tyler J. Thomas going on really well, 4:48.61, that's the time she's trying to aim for. We're past the 4:25 mark now in this heat. And steaming, ripping up the pool over in lane 2 is Mirella Duquesne. Final few strokes. And Molly Burton comes in 4:38.41, 4:38.97, 4:41.57 for Tyler J. Thomas. That is the quickest time in the 12 years age category. Heat number 8.
Take your marks.
So penultimate heat then of this 400-metre freestyle. Finley from Amersham in 1, Lucy Douglas from Guildford City in 2, Elsa Dodds from Tigers in 3, Maidstone's Amelia Narkovic in 4, Lily Wayman from Maxwell in 5, Matilda Basingdale from Portsmouth North Sea in 6, Ava Bench from City of Milton Keynes in 7, and Miss Singh from Reading in 8. So Lily Wayman out in front, 13-year-old from Maxwell, 4:37.10. Time to try and beat. 2:14.55 then. 1/10 of a second behind is Singh in lane 8, 2:15.45. Lucy Douglas currently in third in this heat. So we've got 3 13-year-olds, Grace Finley in 1, Lily Wayman in 5, Eva Bench in 7. Just over 4/10 of a second, separating Wayman in 5, Bassendale in 6. Singh is now in third spot on the outside lane, lane number 8. Final 50 then, Bassendale 4 minutes, 0.93, 1:48 for Wayman. So just over half a second between those two. Wayman 13 years of age, Bassendale 14 years of age. And here comes Bassendale in lane number 6. 14:37 time to beat. 4:33.91 is the time she gets. 4:35.93 for Wayman. 4:37.88 for Elsa Dodds. Good 50 metres there from her in lane 3. Heat number 9.
Take your marks.
So this is the 9th and final heat then. Daisy Sean Palmer in 1, Rose O'Brien in 2, Darcy Arnold in 3, Lucy Smith in 4, Gisela Solano in 5, Cleo Horton in 6, Jones in 7, Heidi Corbett is in 8. Right, so we've got a mixture of 13 and 14-year-olds in this one. The two 13-year-olds are Rose O'Brien and Heidi Corbett. So those two going for a time under 4:35.93. As for the 14-year-olds, they're aiming for a 4:33.91. Anything below that, and you are the quickest in your age group in the 14 years. Just over 1/10 of a second separating Smith in 4, Solano in 5. At the moment, they're matching each other's pace. currently. Just keeping tabs on the far side for Daisy Sean Palmer, going well. Also in lane 7, Bella Jones. Right, there was a 1/10 of a second between them 50 metres ago. It's now 2/10 of a second. Still a way to go though. Palmer currently in 3rd. It's 8/10 of a second between her and Bella Jones in lane 7. Smith is about a half a body's length ahead of Gisela Solano in lane 5. The Portsmouth North Sea swimmer looks like she's just going to get there, and she does. 4:21.66, just over 3/10 of a second ahead of Gisela Solano in lane number 5. Just coming in for this 3rd spot in the heat, going over to lane number 2, Rose O'Brien, 4:32.7. She is the quickest in 13 years age group, Rose O'Brien. And that concludes this event.
Swimmers, please clear the pool.
So one more event to go, and it is our 3 finals from the girls' 50-metre breaststroke. Yeah, with the girls' 11 to 12 50-metre breaststroke final coming up first for you. Please can we ask swimmers to please make their way to marshalling to get these finals underway, please. 3 more finals, 3 more races to come. If we can ask swimmers to please make their way to marshalling, and we can get these finals underway, starting with the girls 11 to 12 years, 50 metre breaststroke. Please make your way to marshalling if you're competing in the girls 13-year-olds 50 metre breaststroke and in the 14 years final as well. Thank you. Once again, if we have swimmers who are competing in these finals, this is the girls 50 metre breaststroke. Please make your way to marshalling so we can get these finals underway quickly. So results from the girls 400 metre freestyle in the 11 to 12 years. It was bronze for Maddie Markle, silver Elsie Butler, gold Tyler Jade Thomas. The 13-year-olds, bronze Lily Waymond, silver Heidi Corbett, and gold Rose O'Brien. And for the 14-year-olds, it was bronze for Daisy Sean Palmer, silver Gisela Solano, and gold for Darcy Smith. First up is the girls 11 to 12 years 50 metre breaststroke final. And in lane 1 we have Isabella Bater. Lane 2, Amelia Webb. 3, Millicent Bryan. 4, Maddie Markle. 5, Ayla Coletta. 6, Summer Shanita. 7, Elsie Huxtable. And in lane 8, Emily King. This is the girls 11 to 12 years 50 metre breaststroke final.
Take your mark.
So Maddie Markle, quickest in the heats, 36.46. Swimmer from Guildford City Swimming Club. She is ahead of Ayla Coletta coming into the closing stages. Who's going to get there first? It looks like it is going to be Maddie Markle, who does get there ahead of Coletta in second spot. Third goes to Summer Charita.
Swimmers, please clear the pool. Clear the pool.
Next up, it's the girls' 13-year-olds 50 metre breaststroke final. And introducing in lane 1, we have Isabel Sherman. Lane 2, we have Isabel Galbraith. Lane 3, Ruby Taylor. Lane 4, Jessica Evans. Number 5, Olivia Quiller. Number 6, Holly McDonald. 7, Matilda Hannum. And in lane 8, we have Elsie Jacqueline Lane. This is the girls' 13-year-olds 50-meter breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
So here we go then, the girls' 13-year-olds final. Jessica Evans quickest in the heats, 35.15. Is she going to replicate this in the girls' 13-year-olds final? Well, she's going well is Evans. Quiller trying to hunt her down. She's about a half a body's length ahead into the final few movements. Evans, though, has still got it. Quiller is coming through. Final few strokes. This is almost neck and neck. Here we go. Oh, and look at that. 100th of a second. Olivia Quiller ahead of Jessica Evans. What a final tussle that was in that 25 metres. Quiller first, Evans second. Ruby Taylor coming in third. And finally, it's the girls' 14-year-olds 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 1, we have Lucy Wheeler. 2, Zoe Tollett. 3, Isla Ross. 4, Gisela Solano. 5, Florence Llewellyn. 6, Ruby Barker. 7, Larry Williams. And in lane 8, Charlotte Buffett. This is the girls' 14-year-olds 50-meter breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Here we go then, come on then, let's make some noise for this last final, our last race of the weekend. And it was Solano the quickest in the heats, 34.17, and already they are turning, finishing line beckons for the swimmers in this 14-year-olds final. And looking across the pool, nothing really to separate Solano. Llewellyn in 5, final few strokes then for the swimmers. Who's going to push the hardest? Who's going to get over the line? Solano's looking good in lane 4, and she does it, 34.04 ahead of Llewellyn, 34.57. Isla Ross getting bronze, 34.79. And there we go, folks. That concludes the weekend here at the K2, the Swim England South East Age Group Championships. First of all, thank you very much to all our brilliant officials throughout the weekend. Please give them a huge round of applause for their fantastic work throughout the weekend. Huge thank you to all our coaches and, of course, our swimmers and everyone here in the spectator gallery for your brilliant support throughout the weekend as well. From everyone at Swim England South East, a huge thank you to all of you for your brilliant support. Thank you for your coaches and swimmers, of course. And also to everyone watching from home on our YouTube live stream, thank you very much for joining us throughout the weekend. Well, once again, it concludes our first weekend of the Swim England South East Age Group Championships 2024 here at the K2 Crawley. It's been a fantastic weekend of swimming. And we wish everyone here a pleasant rest of your day and a safe journey home. And wherever you're watching across the world, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you and good night. Well, not quite. Not quite good night. We have the results from the girls' 50-metre breaststroke then to bring you. The girls 11 to 12. So bronze was Summer Sharita, silver Isla Coletta, gold was Maddie Markle. And in the girls' 13-year-olds, it was bronze Ruby Taylor, silver Jessica Evans, and the gold for Olivia Quiller. And finally, the girls' 14-year-olds, bronze Isla Ross, silver Florence Llewellyn, and the gold Gisela Solano.